Will Bangladesh's crisis be India's gain? And how ethical is it to benefit from your neighbor's problems? Or is everything fair in love and war? This is Shakir Ibrahim, and you're on BISBO's business channel. In 2022, when Sri Lanka had problems, their tea exports were diverted to India. When Maldives had problems recently, Lakshadweep came into the spotlight. So will some of Bangladesh's ready-made garments industry also be diverted to India? India's ready-made garments exports were around $15 billion last year. Bangladesh's 44. That's 3 times India's. In fact, Bangladesh is like 85% of their entire exports are made of ready-made garments. So if some of it is diverted to India, is it going to be temporary or permanent?
Let's take a look.
We have some of the top brands like H&M, Zara, Adidas and Nike. Will they risk losing their Christmas sales? The way ready-made garment industry works is that right now, Christmas orders are being manufactured. Business does not wait for anyone, and neither did the brands. Kick from Germany, Siemens from Netherlands and Pepco of Poland have all shifted their orders to Tiruppur. Zara has shifted its order for women's tops and dresses to Noida, and others have started doing social auditing, which typically means whether the conditions for workers are good or not, because they are very particular, as they should be, about, say, women's safety, enough break time, toilet facilities, whether they are being bussed to and fro from the factory, etc. Already we have seen that protests have cost Bangladesh at least 56 million worth of exports. And industry experts believe that India can benefit $200 to $250 million per month immediately. No wonder stock prices of major garment exporters are up. Vardhaman Textiles, Gokuldas Exports, Kitex, all of them. But wait, just look on the other side. Out of India's $12 billion bilateral trade with Bangladesh, 11 billion is from India, which means that cotton yarn exporters from Surat, who send about 100 crore worth of yarn to them every month, will end up losing. Then there are machinery exporters and other FMCG companies like Marico, VIP, who all have factories there. Adani Electricity sends $90 to $100 million worth of electricity every month. And he actually had to ask Mohammad Yunus, the interim president of Bangladesh, to help him recover $800 million of outstanding. It is also estimated that about 25% of garment manufacturing in Bangladesh is owned by Indian companies. Raymond and the others moved to Bangladesh because of the regulatory issues they faced in India, which they didn't have to face in Bangladesh. And for another reason as well, because Bangladesh has an LDC tag, least developed country, where it gets preferential treatment in Western countries. But now, those benefits are set to expire in 2026. And also because the government has seen the success of Apple in the PLI scheme, and they've set up a garment PLI scheme as well. So now many of them will hedge their bets and move some of the business back to India. But all in all, this crisis has made Bangladesh lose its momentum. Before COVID, for a brief period, Bangladesh's per capita income was more than India's. But now they've had to go with a begging bowl to the IMF. Bangladesh realizes that if they do not get their ready-made garment industry back on track, they are in big trouble. So are there any winners or losers in this situation? Not really. India has been the first responder to Bangladesh, as they were with Sri Lanka and with Maldives even now. India has been giving grants and building pipelines and electricity and roads and bridges in Bangladesh, because our neighborhood first policy is for a reason. Nobody wants an unstable neighbor on our borders.